going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going through a list of players that are down in price right now, cards that I think are worth picking up because it's going to save you some coin, but you're also going to get some really good cards on the squad to improve that OVR and hopefully help you guys win some more games. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. And as always, we're going to start at the quarterback position. And to me, for like a fourth week in a row, our best value quarterback in the game currently is still going to be Combine Bo Nix. 96 overall, 95 speed, 97 throw power, 93 short throw, 93 on the mid, and 95 deep throw accuracy. On average, you can find him for about 300,000 coins. Now, he's going to be best if you have the Combine upgrade token in his upgrade path, because if you do that, you're going to be able to get the combination of Conductor, Backyard QB, which those two abilities together is what Master Tactician is. So again, Conductor, Backyard QB, Truz, so whenever you run with him, you're probably not going to fumble. The only way you will fumble is if your opponent gets the strip animation, which I've used this card enough to say that just did not happen very frequently. Anytime that I ran with him, I think I fumbled maybe once if I remember correctly. So Conductor, Backyard QB, and Truz, all for 1 AP. Now, he has an additional discounted bucket where you have your choice of either Gunslinger for 0 AP, which you can go ahead and equip if you like that ability. Me personally, it just doesn't work well for me, so I don't use it. If it works well for you, continue to use it. Don't let my opinion change it there. You can try it out if you want. But also in that same bucket, he does get Escape Artist for 2 AP, which helps when you're running with them. You can get out of that pocket a little bit quicker there. But overall, Conductor, Backyard QB, and Trust for a total of 1 AP is an extremely good setup on this card. He's a dual threat, and for the amount of coins you're spending on him at the most important position on your MUT team, I think it's an absolute steal. Now, for this entire video series, we always try to focus on cards that are 400,000 coins and under, but while we're talking about quarterbacks here, I gotta bring up the brand new All-Star Athletes Taysom Hill, because he replaced Bo Nix for me, and he's been really good for the couple days that I've used him. 96 speed, 97 throw power, short throw is going to be at 99, mid at 93, and deep at 94. And with Bo Nix and this Taysom Hill, I believe it was the Season 5 legendary strategy item that you got for free in the Field Pass. There was one that boosts up +2 to short, mid, and deep throw accuracy. Applying that to either of these quarterbacks will get the short, mid, and deep throw all at a 95+, which would be ideal. It's not a game breaker if you can't do that, but it's definitely something that'll help out the card. But this card going for about 540k is amazing, not only because of the attributes, he's a dual threat, but the ability stack is insane on this one, especially if you like to run with your quarterback baked on. As you can see, he's going to get Truz and Tank for 0 AP. Not only does that allow you to run with him and hope that you are, with high chances that you're not going to fumble, but also with Tank activated, you're going to break a lot of tackles if they try to hit stick you, and you can run people over. If you get a defensive back one-on-one, lower those shoulders and run that person over. Along with Tank and Truz baked on for 0 AP, you can still get Conductor and Backyard QB, and for those 4 abilities, it's only going to cost you a total of 1 AP. That is amazing in my opinion there, and if you want to, I am personally doing it. If you have the ability points to do it, I would recommend this. I added on an additional 3 AP for set feet lead, which gives you better velocity on your throws when your feet are set, when you're not on the run there, and I feel like the ball just gets quicker to the receiver, or gets to the receiver a lot quicker. So Conductor, Backyard QB, Truz, Tank, and set feet lead for a total of 4 AP on this Taysom Hill, which goes for 540k, to me is worth the coin. Now, if you need a running back, you probably should just be using the brand new Season 7 Adrian Peterson. If you fully upgrade him to a 98 overall, he gets all 32 team chems. Very easy to get him to 98 or 99 speed and a 99 overall. Really good change of direction, trucking, break tackle. He gets a good set of 0 AP abilities. Human Joystick is baked on. He's actually my backup running back, so I currently have Human Joystick, Goal Line Back, and Bulldozer on him, but he's really good in those goal line situations inside the 5 when I want to switch it up from my starting running back, who's Saquon Barkley right now. So perfect free option, but if you do need to spend some coin at the running back position, you have Elvin Kamara, Team of the Year card. This is still the best value running back in the game, in my opinion. 220k, you get stock 98 speed, 97 agility, really good catching at 92, change of direction 96, break tackle 96, and trucking 91. Because he has a trucking of an 88 or higher, that means he does get the tank ability, but you will have to spend 2 AP on that. So if you do go 2 AP for tank, you you have things like spin cycle, human joystick, jukebox, bulldozer. There's a handful of 0 AP abilities to choose from, and backfield mismatch is one of the 0 AP abilities in his discounted buckets. Now, if you're not going to spend the 2 AP on tank, you can get evasive for 1 AP, and evasive, if you didn't know, is spin cycle plus jukebox together. So if you do activate evasive for 1 AP and backfield mismatch for 0, when you choose your other 0 AP options, make sure you don't use jukebox or spin cycle, because those are simply just not going to be needed when you have evasive activated for that 1 AP. Moving over to wide receivers, 2 best budget options right now: Combine John Ross, 5'11", stock 98 speed, and if you do use the Combine upgrade token in him, that's not only going to boost him up to 99 speed without needing a theme team boost, but also he's going to add on +1 speed to every wide receiver on your team. Even if you have this card at wide receiver 5 at the end of the year, he's always going to provide that +1 speed to all of your wide receivers. On top of that, 92 catch, 90 short route running, 95 mid, and 98 deep. He is a great deep threat in this game right now. A lot of go balls, a lot of just passes way down the field that he's going to catch and run past defenders. 296k on average for this card. Doesn't get the greatest abilities. Again, it's all about that +1 speed boost, but he does get things like jukebox for 0 AP, which is good after the catch, spin cycle for 0 AP, which is good after the catch. He does get mid elite for 1 AP, which is mid in and mid out elite together. So 2 abilities for the price of 1. A really, really good card. And I think a budget slept on team of the year wide receiver not a lot of people ever talked about was Justin Jefferson, and I don't know why. 6'1", 97 speed, 96 catching, short route running at 96, mid at 96, and deep at 95. He's about 320,000 coins right now. He's actually a little bit cheaper on Thursday, starting to climb back up in price, as all of the team of the year cards are, and they're still really viable options, those in combine cards, because of the discounted abilities. But with Justin Jefferson in the discounted buckets, you can either go double me, which is an X factor treated as an ability here. So if you get him in one-on-one coverage, you still could be open to getting knocked out with knockout abilities from your opponent, but double me does allow you to give a high chance at an aggressive catch in a one-on-one situation, and that can be a big game changer for touchdowns. So you have double me or route technician for 2 AP. Route tech, you don't see too many people get that ability at that discount there. If you decide to not use any of those abilities, you still have things like mid and elite for 0 AP, jukebox for 0 AP, and then my recommended ability on this card is deep elite for 1 AP. And again, deep elite is going to be deep in and deep out elite together for 320k. I think this is a really good value wide receiver in the game. And closing out the offensive side of the ball, we got 2 different tight ends for you. The first one is going to be Brock Bowers. Again, another team of the year card. He's about 280,000 coins on average, 6'4", 97 speed, only 75 run block and 70 strength. So he's not going to be good in that situation, but really good catching and route running, 95 catch, 93 short route running, 93 mid route running. And he gives you for the 280k short and elite for 0 AP, mid elite for 1 AP, which again is mid in and mid out together. And for after the catch situations, you got things like bulldozer for 0 AP. And in my recommendation, you can spend 2 AP on tank on this card. My favorite ability to have on a tight end and your running backs. And another tight end that actually gets tanked for 1 AP is going to be Combine Evan Ingram. This card is 200,000 coins. That's extremely inexpensive. 6'3", 96 speed, 94 catching, 92 short route running, and 90 mid. If you have that Combine upgrade token, you're already getting Acrobat and Leapfrog baked on for 0 AP. You can also get mid elite for 0 AP. Again, mid in and mid out together. Tank for 1 AP, great discount there. Jukebox for 0 AP, and grab and go for 0 AP. The amount of abilities he gets with that Combine token, really good abilities for such a low amount of AP. Really, really good, especially after the big update that took place on Thursday. Let's talk about a couple outside linebackers, one for pass rush, one for coverage. The pass rush is going to be Amari Barno, though he is tall enough and fast enough to be a user as well. 6'6", 97 speed, 98 acceleration, 88 strength, 93 tackle, 90 block shed, 88 power move, and 98 finesse move. Definitely one of the best pass rushers in the game right now, and he's all the way down to 275,000 coins. Now, with that Combine upgrade token, you can get a crazy amount of different abilities on him, but if you want to treat him as a pass rusher, you can get double or nothing and edge threat together for 0 AP. If you want to throw on lurker in case you're going to drop him back in coverage or user him, that would be a good idea. That's also going to be 0 AP. He gets tip drill for 0 AP for those D-line picks that you drop all the time. That tip drill ability will certainly help out there. And secure tackler for 0 AP. So we just named 5 abilities for a total of 0 AP at 275K. And he gets unstoppable force treated as an not as an ability, but a lit up X factor. So it does take up one of your 3 X factor slots, but it's definitely one of the best ways to get pass rush in the game right now. And then the other outside linebacker on the left hand side is going to be all pro Super Bowl champion, Eagles legend Zach Bond, team of the year card, 96 speed, 6'2", 95 acceleration, 97 tackle. Listen, they gave him 94 block shed, 97 finesse move, and 90 power move. If you want to pass rush with him, you certainly can. But above that, they also gave him 97 zone. Now, if you ever put your linebackers in man coverage, you probably want to stay away from doing that with this card. I think his man coverage is at a 70 rating, but he's a great user. You can send him at the quarterback in the ball carriers when you need him, but also you can drop him back in coverage because he can just do about everything there. So on average, about 395K. Unfortunately, I'm about 24 hours late on this one because yesterday and Thursday, he was about 290K. That's actually what I got him for over on my No Money Spent account. And for the abilities, again, team of the year cards, I feel like are really slept on because they're not very expensive currently and get a ton of 0 AP abilities without needing a token. He's going to get mid-zone KO, lurk artist, secure tackler, pick artist, and flat zone KO in 5 different buckets, all for 0 AP. Today is definitely going to be the best day to pick up any defensive tackles you may have had your eye on because we had a brand new Ultimate Legend and Marcus Stroud come out today. And we're not really recommending this card necessarily, though we did put out a video earlier today breaking down the brand new Ultimate Legend content. And this card is a really good usage of your Ultimate Legend tokens to redeem for free because he's got 87 speed, 95 strength, 97 tackle, 97 block shed, 98 power move, 84 finesse move, but he gets double or nothing and inside stuff together for 0 AP, and if you want, you can exchange one of those 2 abilities out and get Colossus for 3 AP, which is an X Factor treated as an ability. But the reason I bring him up is because, again, the defensive tackle market is now dropping down because of this card, and it's a great time to go out there and take a look at Team of the Year Chris Jones, which to me is the best defensive tackle in the game behind Marcus Stroud. 88 speed, 95 acceleration, 97 strength, 99 block shed, 97 power move, and 95 finesse move. I mean, if you factor in the price, and Chris Jones today is about 350K, you might even be able to find him cheaper at this point. If you factor in the price, I can make an argument that he's still the best defensive tackle in the game. You're going to be able to get inside stuff on this card for 0 AP, secure tackler on this card for 0 AP, and run stopper for 0 AP. If you want to add on 1 AP, he does get double or nothing for that discount as well. That's the setup I have on this card, but he's definitely been one of my favorite defensive tackles to use as of late, and as he gets cheaper in price, I'm going to recommend him more. In the secondary, I have a pair of cornerbacks that are worth looking at. The first one is Team of the Year Patrick Surtain, down to 315,000 coins. He is a great slot defender if you're looking for one. 6'2", 97 speed, 95 acceleration, 97 man, and 97 zone, so he can play either style of football there for you on defense, and 92 press. As far as his abilities go, he gets mid-zone KO for 0, which is huge, mid-route KO for 1. If you don't really play man coverage, don't worry about that ability, but if you do mix up your coverages, that's a good one to have. So mid-zone KO for 0, mid-route for 1, flat zone for 0, pick artist for 0, and tip drill for 0. So essentially, you can get 5 abilities for 1 AP or 4 abilities for 0 AP on this card. And like I said, with that ability stack, he's best suited as a slot defender. If you need a guy on the outside, and I probably slept on this card a little bit more than I should have, maybe because he played for the Cowboys, it's Byron Jones. Really good card here, 6 foot even, 97 speed, combine cornerback, 95 acceleration, 93 man, 97 zone, 96 press. Now, unlike the other combine cornerbacks, if you have the upgrade token on him, he's not going to give you any boost to the speed, but he does give you +1 to zone coverage. But the card's only 250K, and with the ability stack he gets, you got acrobat and tip drill baked on for 0 AP, but he can get, this is a zone coverage dream right here, mid-zone KO, mid-route KO, deep out zone KO, pick artist, and flat zone KO, all for a total of 0 AP, and that is with the mid-route KO thrown in there. So he could also be a really good slot defender, but because he gets deep out zone KO for 0 as well, you can play him on the outside. He's tall enough and fast enough to do so. On the back end of your secondary, Xavier McKinney, I've talked about this card a handful of times here, really slept on when I first saw him. I was disappointed in the ability stack, but the more I looked at it and the more I used him, because I pulled him for free on my no money spent account, the more I recommend him. 6 foot tall, free safety, run support archetype, 97 speed, 95 hit power, 93 tackle, but he also has 98 zone and 95 man coverage. He can just about do it all here. If you're going to play him up top, which is where I use him at, he's going to get deep in zone KO for 0, which is really good against those seam streaks, mid-zone KO for 1 AP, pick artist for 0 AP, 3 abilities for a total of 1 AP, but you're going to get those good knockouts. He's tall enough, he's fast enough, and he's just a straight-up ball hawk. I don't know how he's not a zone coverage archetype free safety, but overall, he's had 3 really good cards this year, and maybe we see one more at a 99 OVR, but the Team of the Year card is very good. And at strong safety, we have Ultimate Legend Carnell Lake, down to 240K right now. You have other strong safeties like Isaiah Simmons and Team of the Year Kyle Hamilton that are very good, but for 240K, I like Carnell Lake because if you're looking for a strong safety, you can play up top in coverage. He can do that. If you need a sub linebacker strong safety, he can do that as well. 97 speed, 91 tackle, 93 man, 96 zone, and 95 hit power. If you're going to play him up top, you got deep zone KO, which is deep in and deep out together. That is 2 AP, a little bit high, but definitely worth it. Enforcer would be 0 AP. Pick artist would be 0 AP, and just because it's there, you can throw on Lurker for 0 AP, so you're still getting 4 abilities for 2 AP total. If you're going to play him in the box as a sub linebacker and user him, or let the AI control him, you're going to go mid-zone KO for 1 AP, secure tackler for 0 AP, tip drill for 0 AP, and then pick artist for 0 AP. In that situation, 4 abilities for the price of 1 AP. And there you have it. Those are the best pickups to make right now. Let me know after watching this video, who did you pick up on the auction house this weekend? Leave it down below in the comment section, and thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.